Here I go again, about to take this stroll again. Da 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 da, taking a chance on love. Oh, it's such a glorious day here. I'm walking home from work and I wanted to share a moment with you guys. How is your September going? You may have found recently, and today is, to give us some context, today is the 15th of September 2020. We're heading up towards a full moon on the 17th. You may have found, if you're someone who picks up energies early, if you're very psychic, or you will probably find over the next few days, there's going to be some revealing, some little shock of information. And it's going to bring you back to yourself. It's going to help you. Ooh, I nearly slipped there. It's going to bring you the focus back inward for you to actually see some negative pattern, some pattern that is really, you've been carrying it around with you. You've been pressing play on this program for a long time, but it's being drudged, it's being dredged. Dredge is the word. It's been brought up to the surface, to the light. The volume is being turned up on this negative pattern because it's time for you to choose with your free will to either continue the pain of that pattern or to let it go. And to let it go, to heal it, to transform it, requires simply for you to love the part of you that judges the person who's playing out the pattern. That's what you have to do now to shift it. It's about making the choice that you're not going to judge yourself for having that negative pattern. You're not going to harm yourself and criticize yourself. That part of you that is judging or playing out this painful groove in your energy, you're just going to pick that part up like a child and you're going to love it. You're going to self-soothe. You're going to say, I forgive myself and I forgive you. You're going to forgive all the heavy, negative baggage, feelings, emotions that this pattern highlights in your energy field. That's what's going to create the healing. When you forgive yourself for the judgment, the healing happens. So that's the choice now. That's where we're moving into. And it might surprise you. I feel like there's a surprise element. You may be offended or shocked at how you've been viewing a situation or viewing yourself or viewing others. Perhaps your expectations of life are very, very linear and 3D, third dimensional. Maybe you're expecting life to owe you something, to give you something. Or perhaps you're expecting your loved ones to owe you or give you something that in reality, it's time for you to give yourself. Carrying the camera and walking is an act of balance. So, what is it that you need to forgive yourself for judging about yourself or about some others? The energies right now are ripe. It's harvest time to dig up the old skeletons, those painful patterns that only keep you locked in an old version of yourself. This energy is about letting yourself off the hook. I'm really, really feeling that strongly. I feel like the angel's spirit source is saying, all you have to do to make the shift right now is soothe yourself, let yourself off the hook, and don't fall into having to be the good girl or the good boy. This is about going, nah, I'm just going to let that go. I'm going to forgive myself for judging that part of myself that said, you're bad for wanting that, or you're bad for needing that. And actually just whatever you were seeking outside of yourself, just give that to yourself. Look in the mirror, look into your soul through your eyes and say, I now witness and acknowledge what I've been craving. And I witness it and I give it inside of myself. I don't need external reflections, because the external will only reflect, we've got some duckies there. The external will only reflect the lack that you're not taking care of within. So just be like nature, be accepting. Nature accepts itself as it is. It's not trying to be anything other than its very organic nature. I think the ducks are having a wash. So, wash yourself clean. Shake it off like this, our duck friend here. Let yourself off the hook. Give yourself permission to move on. And give to yourself what you've been asking the external to acknowledge and validate within you. Feel the surprise or the shock or the revelation. Observe your emotions. Be honest. And then forgive yourself. Take a deep breath. Let go and let God. Let go and let the ease and flow of life flow through you. All is well.